especially in the Philippines, you're just like,
Yeah.
After 10 hours of doing a shoot, you're just like,
Yeah.
nothing's working anymore. My mind doesn't want to cooperate.
Hello everyone, welcome to Kwentuhang Creative Podcast. My name is Keshi, and sitting next to me is the muse of my graduate film, the very talented Mayan.
Hello, magandang araw sa inyong lahat.
Welcome to my show.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for driving all the way from St. Albans.
St. Albans.
Very far from...
No, I like driving, especially here in Australia.
I hate driving.
Saya. Compared to the Philippines,
yeah.
Philippines, lahat ng mura mo. Yung 30-minute drive ko dito ngayon, sa Philippines siguro around, I don't know, 3 hours.
Double.
Yeah. So, it was such a smooth drive. Like,
yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah. I remember when I started driving here, and then I went back to Philippines. I was like, I'm never going to drive here again.
Right?
I just don't want to anymore. I'm so scared. Call me a scaredy cat. I don't care. But they have their own rules, so...
I learned to cuss when I started driving.
Yeah.
Lahat ng mura sa Pilipinas. Ganon.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the
Stress.
trauma is coming back.
PTSD.
Oh my God.
May flashback ba? Yeah.
Lalo na ngayon di ba ang daming motorsiklo, bike, ang tawag to,
Yung... basta yun.
Oo,
Yeah.
mga habal-habal, joyride,
Yeah.
angkas. Promise yung, mas malakas pa yung loob nila.
Tsaka grabe silang sumigil.
Tapos magagalit pa sila sa'yo, so ikaw rin makikipagduro. Ikaw yun eh! Nakastop ako!
You know, when last time we went to Philippines, so we were on a jeepney and we were going somewhere, and then we went past this, I think it was a car, and they hit a tricycle, but it's really the tricycle's fault, because they were trying to enter the highway, and they didn't really look. So the car who was already in the highway sort of hit it wasn't that bad, but they hit each other, and we were just thinking they're probably gonna blame the car because the car is bigger than the tricycle, even if it's the tricycle's fault.
Yep.
That's what's annoying.
Ganun talaga.
Scary.
Scary.
And I see these videos of Filipino-Australians, the content creators making it as a content, and they were joking how in the Philippines when you're driving you're cursing beep 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 beep, but here you only beep when you when you're trying to give way or something, or when you're really mad.
Yung busina sa Pilipinas, importante. It's a
Communication.
skill. Yeah, you need to use it. You're just every minute.
It's very loud. There's so much noise pollution.
Oh yeah. I went to the Philippines 2 weeks ago. First week, I had a lot of errands to do. Man, first time, I'm just I can't. It's so noisy. What happened to me? I was so used to all this noise.
Yeah.
I rode the MRT and it was just every time the door opens and closes, I'm like, siguro yung babaeng katabi ko, yung weird na weird sa akin, tipo, si ate ang OA. Sorry, grabe talaga. I love the Philippines.
Yes, but there are some things that needs to be improved.
Some things, oh my gosh.
Just a few. Just a few.
Even their Waze and Google Maps. So, pag nasa bahay ka, pag nag-Google Maps ka, nakalagay doon, sabihin natin, 45 minutes ka. Saya. Pag andito sa Australia, yun na yun. 45 minutes, andun ka na. 45 minutes. 30 minutes, andun ka na. In the Philippines, no.
I don't think I've tried using... we did, because we were we need to go to someone's house for the first time. We didn't know where it was, and we tried Google Maps, and they were like, try Waze because that's better in the Philippines, but we still couldn't find it.
Waze is better, but when the traffic is really congested, si Waze nabubuang gano'n. Hindi na niya alam. You can try this route, you try this route.
It's up to you.
Yeah, it's up to you. And then may mga times na yun nga, this Waze app would suggest na you go right and try this route, tapos dead end. Ang daming beses yun, yung tipong Waze.
Get your shit together.
Yeah, get your shit together.
You like it's like you'd rather just use the paper maps or just ask people.
Oh, you ask people.
Yeah.
You ask people.
Yeah. Still needs improvement. I think. And the weather.
And the weather. Yeah. I like it though. I hate spring. I hate winter. Yeah, I do.
You like sweating?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I like the
hate
heat.
sweating.
Right? Diba? But I hate spring more. Kasi there are days that's hot and days that it's really cold. I hate it. My mind is just like, yeah! The sun is here! I'm good!
You should live in like Queensland or...
Probably.
Yeah, you should.
Because the next day it's like, why is this so cold today?
Yeah, because the weather in Victoria is the total opposite of what you want.
My husband loves it.
Okay, yeah. Maybe Sydney. It's in the middle of Queensland.
Yeah. He likes it here.
Okay. He likes the cold.
He likes it here.
Yeah.
I'm just, I love my husband.
That says a lot.
Yeah. He has to be patient because during the winter months and spring months, my emotion is out of whack, especially if it's really cold. I'm just like, oh, talk to me. It's so cold.
Just leave me alone.
I'm leaving me alone. I can't go out.
Oh, that's funny. I always say this, like whenever I go back to Philippines, I don't know, maybe my body's just used to the weather here. But, I mean, just thinking about it, I never liked the humid weather anyway, growing up in the Philippines. So it's not just because I've grown used to the weather here in Victoria, which is always cold. But I would rather be cold and not sweaty than be in the hot, humid weather and sweaty. Because, like, especially in Bulacan, because our house is in Bulacan, like, I would experience, like, literally right after I finished the, shower, and then I would put my clothes in, and then I would start sweating. I literally just finished shower, and I'm already sweating, and it's so annoying. And last time I went there, I never wore, like, pants. I've always been, like, wearing shorts. Because I just couldn't take it anymore. I just can't.
The last time I went there, I was just wearing, what do you call it here, tongs? Slippers?
Yeah.
That's it. I can't wear socks. It was hot.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I wore shoes as well.
Right? No.
Yeah. Last time, the very first time that we went back, like, it's like the first time in 5 years. I was, like, wearing pants and wearing shoes. But, like, for the last time I went, I was like, no.
Before I left the Philippines, before I came here in Australia, it was such a mystery to me why all the foreigners, like visitors from different country, bakit sila laging naka-sports bra lang? What is
like
going on with you
in
guys?
The Philippines?
In the Philippines, where they visit, they're laging naka-sports bra or like a tank top and like really short shorts. I'm just like, what's going on? And then I left the Philippines. Stayed here for about 3-4 years. Yeah. Went back there and I just did the same thing. I was just like, I can't. It's hot. I love it, but it's hot.
Yeah. And then you'd see a random, Filipino wearing long sleeves and jackets, doing the K-pop fashion in the Philippines. Oh my god, I don't know how they do that.
Me too.
I have no idea. And you know, my aunt,
Yeah.
shout out to Ninang Bunso. They're twins. I have Ninang Bunso and Ninang Panganay. They're both my Ninangs. But Ninang Bunso, she lives in Bulacan now, in our house. And oh my god, she drinks coffee. And not just like a coffee a day. She drinks multiple cups of coffee a day. I was like, how are you doing that? It's so hot.
It is. I actually just started drinking coffee when I came here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
Sure. I mean, still drink coffee in the Philippines back then.
Starbucks with a lot of like,
Yeah.
ano to? Not just ice, but the creamer
Yung may cream.
and sugar.
Starbucks too sweet.
Yeah, too sweet, diba? So, that's it. Pero otherwise, no.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Dito lang hindi ko alam bakit. I think probably
The
because
coffee
everyone
here
is
is good. Especially in
coffee,
like
yeah.
smaller like local cafes. Because Starbucks is known to
I
being
still don't
sweet.
get it. I just drink my 3-in-1. My instant coffee. My Vietnamese coffee and the instant coffee, the Old Town and Nescafe and I don't get it. I don't
Yeah.
get the difference of the taste.
It's not sweet. Like if you drink like say a latte, it's not supposed to be sweet.
Yeah.
Because Starbucks is, I feel like no matter which country you go to, it will be sweet. But if you order a coffee from a local cafe, normally it's not sweet unless you ask for sugars. It's just really coffee and yeah.
I still don't
Okay,
taste the
fine.
difference. I don't taste the difference. I just drink coffee for the effect.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
the after effect of it, of you being like awake and
Yeah. Do you drink the 3-in-1 coffees from the Philippines though?
now not that much because
Okay.
it gives me like acid reflux.
They're very sweet. Like oh my god, they're
That's
too
all.
sweet.
That's like 70% sugar.
And then another thing that we noticed last time we went is the iced tea, the Nestea. They're sweeter in the Philippines. I never realized that until we moved here. And I was like if you compare it, it's significantly sweeter than the iced tea here.
It's not just.
And it's the same brand.
It's not just that. It's not just. We like things very savory and very sweet.
Yeah.
That's why when I came here, I'm like, why does McDonald's burgers taste bland?
Yeah.
What's up with Pizza Hut and their pizza? It doesn't taste anything. What's going on? And yeah, I think that's my realization when I came here. I think that's why we have a lot of us has diabetes and some kidney disease. Because we like things too sweet or too salty,
Yeah.
sour.
Yeah. I've gotten used to it though, like the food here. I used to be like, oh yeah, it doesn't taste anything. But yeah, it's just better this way, I guess. Yeah. And
I'm still trying to be... I'm still trying to accept it in my system that, you know what, it's healthier. I don't really need it to be that salty.
Yep.
But nah, I still
Okay.
I still have my toyo, my soy sauce, and
Yeah. Well, how long have you been staying? How long
since
you been here?
2020.
Okay, so it's been 3 years. Okay.
1, 2, 3 years.
Okay, yeah, maybe just in a few more years. Because we stayed here permanently. We first went here in 2012, and then 2015, and then until now we've been staying here.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why I'm sort of used to it now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
maybe you just need a few more years, and you'll get used to it. You'll learn to accept it.
I think the reason why I'm not totally like into the lifestyle here in Australia is because when I came here in 2020, I wasn't supposed to stay.
Ah, okay.
It was just for a vacation.
Yeah.
And then the
stuck
lockdowns
here.
happened, the
Yeah.
COVID thing happened, the pandemic happened. So, yeah, that's why I stayed for 3 years. And, I think the universe just decided for me, like, you.
Well, thank you
Yeah.
for staying.
Stay there.
Because if you weren't here, then I wouldn't have had you in my film.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good for me. I don't know about you, but it was good for me.
It's such an experience, working with you and all the other Filipino filmmakers. It's such,
Yeah.
it's like a breath of fresh air. It's very different, very different.
Did you work on any other Filipino production here in Australia before Aswang? Or was that like your first?
No,
Because we were filming in 2020, right?
When did we film?
21. I think we filmed either end of 2020 or 21. Now, what year did I graduate? I think I graduated in 2021. So that would have been like end of 2020, like November, December, I think.
You're probably my first. No. I did one for SAE.
Okay.
And then I think I did one for Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think you're the third one.
Mm.
Or the fourth. Because I did another one for Swinburne.
Okay. That was Swinburne too.
Yeah, yours is Swinburne too.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one for Swinburne. It's with Jill. Ooh, forgot his last name. Jill something.
Yeah. Filipino as
Filipino.
well? Okay, yeah. Is it like diploma
I think it's
or
shown
bachelor?
is it SBS? Is that a channel here?
Yeah.
I think it's shown now.
Okay, what was it
Maybe.
called?
Something.
Come on.
Wake up. Denim. Fuck. Oh god. My what the fuck? My ode. The ode to my denim jacket.
Yeah. I've heard of that. Yeah. I haven't seen it though. Is it on SBS now?
I think so. I think that's
Okay.
what she told us. I think so.
Okay.
See, I just I just go, I shoot, and then I forget. I don't even know like all the things that I've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've asked you this before, but how did you found the casting call for Aswang? Because I shared it everywhere, so I don't know.
My brother-in-law told me. I think you posted in Pinoy's in Melbourne.
Yeah, I did.
And then he was like, "Oh, Mayan, may short film sa Swinburne. Baka pwede ka dito." Ganyan. Okay, let's give that a try.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's how it happened.
That's how it happened. And I really like the story, the concept of it. Like, oh, it's so different. Kasi yung Aswang yung lalaki na so, hindi Pinoy.
Yeah.
Like, nice. Nice. Kaya,
Based on...
pwede pa siyang, alam mo yun, kung may budget lang, no? Pwede pa siyang i-stretch.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Halatang low budget kasi wala akong makikitang monster.
Oh.
You just have to use your imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But hey, it's a student film, okay? I have no money. We did our best.
We did our best.
It's all thanks to the help of everyone. Yeah. And I actually didn't ask you about the crediting name, but I just credited you as Maya Uno. Is that your screen name, or
No,
did I get it wrong?
The thing is, I was supposed to use Uno as my last name
Just
here.
Uno?
Because everyone was having a hard time with the Estanero.
Okay.
It's actually Estanero, but there's no N somewhere. So I just
type
used
it on
N.
Facebook,
Yeah. So everyone was having a hard time with the Estanero last name. So I'm like, it's probably easier if I just use Uno.
Mm.
And then I had a conversation with Matthew. Matthew's like, what? Why are you using Uno? IMBD, is that IMBD? IMDB knows you as Mayan Estanero. You have credits there. I have credits there. I didn't know. So yeah, but all good. I'm like, I'll be a rock star and I'll just use Mayan Uno.
Yeah, you have two names. When you go to IMDb, if you have Mayan Estanero, there's also Mayan Uno because of me.
I know. Let me use that one next year.
Yeah. I was just like, I realized I never asked you, but where did I find the Uno?
No, because I tried
was
using.
Was it on Facebook?
I think so, or IG.
Yeah, maybe.
I tried using it
Okay.
for a time, for a few months.
Okay, so I wasn't wrong.
You weren't
Okay.
wrong, yeah. And yeah, then I met up with Matthew. I think I also did Matthew's feature before I did yours.
Yeah.
I forgot. But anyway, yeah, I met up with Matthew, and he was the one who told me that, no, use mine as the narrow.
But mine, to me, is a very unique and catchy name, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's not very, it doesn't sound very Filipino. And, yeah, it's just catchy, because it's like, Mayan, uno.
No. Yeah.
Easy.
Let me think about that.
Yeah.
I really wanted to use it. I was talking to my friends in the Philippines, and they really liked it.
Well, it could be like, because you're credited as mine estanera with your works in the Philippines, right? And mine could be your screen name in Australia. Whatever you want. Just an idea.
That was my first idea.
Ah.
Yeah, I was like, it's a new place, new me.
New name.
New name.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had a talk with Matthew.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
I mean, he has a point as well.
He has a point, though.
It's a very good point. Because, sometimes it means that you're going to have to start from zero again if you use a different name, unless you have a very important
But the thing is, I don't really mind starting from scratch. Yeah. Let me give that a thought.
It could be mine, uno estanero.
Let me give that one.
But yeah, just something to think about.
I know.
Yeah. So, so you weren't really planning on staying here before,
No.
but you've been acting in the Philippines.
Been acting in the Philippines.
Yeah, tell me about that. How did you start?
Oh, very interesting.
I like interesting stories.
Second year high school. What's second year high school here? 8th grade.
Yeah.
8th grade. I was in an all-girls Catholic school.
Ooh.
And
Where about is that school?
Somewhere in Parañaque, Sacred Heart School. So
Okay.
Anyway, we have this Filipino subject, and at that time we were learning the Florante at Laura, and sometime in the middle of the school year, our teacher wanted us to reenact like certain chapters of it. We're all girls. No one wants to do Florante. they didn't want to do Florante. I was stuck with the Florante role. I'm like, okay, let's do this. I didn't know. And then my teacher liked it. And I liked it. And I'm like, oh, so I can act. All right. I liked it so much that I got scared of the thought. Like, do I really want to act? What is going on? So anyway, I kept it for quite a while. Went to college. I took up literature because I was like, if I can be an actor, I probably can be a writer. But then I was... The way I analyzed the books that we were reading were quite different from how my classmates were doing it. I was analyzing it like per character, like the journey of the characters, and not the totality, the whole like scenario and all these things. I'm just like, I probably should give that acting thing a try.
Yeah.
So anyway, what production was that? Rent. The musical had an audition. No experience whatsoever. Went there. I was probably 393 auditioning. A lot of us were there. So they get about 10 people on stage and let you sing. I was so happy because they made me sing till the chorus part. I knew I wouldn't get in. I knew, man. I saw a lot of these like really seasoned actors. They were there. And
Wait, is
they
it
were
like the actual production? Like it's not just a school
not a
production?
school. It's like the professional.
Oh wow.
Yeah, company, and I knew I wouldn't get in, but I was just thankful that they made me like sing till the chorus part. Went home in the bus. I was bawling my eyes out. I'm like, thank you. This is what I wanted to think. I can die now. So anyway, few months after that, a few months after that, I saw this newspaper clip in the jeepney of an audition at the Cultural Center of the Philippines. They were looking for actors to be part of the actors company, the Tanghalang Filipino Actors Company. And the last day of audition was that day. And I'm like, you know what? I'll go. Went there like at around 3. And they were like, do you have a monologue? I'm like, what's a monologue? I don't know what a monologue is. Like, we have a copy here. You can just choose one. So I chose one. And I think it was Hamlet, I guess, in Filipino. Tried to memorize it. Wasn't able to memorize it. So they were like, you can just improvise the whole thing. So I improvised it. I don't know how I did, but I passed, and that's it.
Yay.
Yeah, I passed, and for 6 years, I was training with them. Like, in the afternoon, we did a lot of training for acting and singing or voice for theater and movement. And at night, we'll have our rehearsals. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, our shows, our only free time was Monday. So it was, like, very full on. So, yeah, that's it.
So is that while you're still in high school? Or is that after?
No, that's after. I was 19 then. Wow. So I didn't finish my literature. Went straight to training. Like, yep, this is it. This is me. I went back to school though. I went back to take up voice for about a year, and then I realized, you know what? After I graduate here, I'll be back on stage to perform. I do not want to teach this. I really don't. So I didn't finish it too. Like, yeah. I'm an actor. I'm a performer. Let me do that. I do not know how to teach singing. I do not want to teach singing and the proper techniques. So, yeah.
Yeah, teaching is not for everyone.
Yeah, it's not for everyone. Yeah. It isn't. Yeah.
So you really then started with like theater acting.
Yeah.
How did you go? How did you start doing like commercials and like TV?
It's because there's not a lot of money doing theater. So during the like off season of theater, which is April to June, that's when we would audition for commercials and or do a lot of like TV stuff. So that's it. Or teach workshops for kids. It's either acting or musical theater. So yeah, it's kind of a full-time job. You can do it as a full-time job in the Philippines, but you need to do different projects. You do like voiceover work or teaching, and like do TV commercials.
Yeah. And how, I guess I've just want to have an idea because I never really had any experience working on sets in the Philippines. I've only started working on films here in Australia. So just give an idea. How does it feel, or what was the experience of like working in commercials in the Philippines? How does it usually go?
For an actor, they usually like would call for an audition for a VTR. If they like you there, you go for a callback.
A VTR is like is that an audition or something?
Yeah, it's an audition. Okay. It's an audition. You go to like a studio. A lot of them in Makati. You go there, audition, and if they like you, they'll call you for a callback, so that they can pair you up with your co-actors. If it's a family, so that they can pair you up with the kids and the husband. And then after that, you'll have a fitting. If you get the job, a fitting, like a day or two before the actual commercial, and during the fitting, you'll also have a workshop. Especially if you're a newbie, they just want you to be ready for the shoot.
Like a rehearsal.
Yeah, like a rehearsal. During the shoot, oh man, you'll be doing it for, I don't know.
How long does it usually go?
20 takes, I guess.
Yeah.
That long. because the director might want like this might have a different idea from like the clients. So may clash yan.
Yeah.
So what they do is they shoot a lot of options. A lot, so that the editor can edit and give the client the options. So bahala na sila kung ano din yung gusto nila. Yun.
Yeah.
And the payment would usually
Let's talk about the important part.
you need to wait for about, I don't know, 5 months to a year.
What? For a commercial.
For a commercial. And even for voiceover commercials. Voiceovers for radio commercials and TV commercials.
And does it go through, like, do you have an agent or do you have to do it yourself?
For TV commercials, you do have an agent. For a VO, no, you don't have an agent. You just wait and you just trust that they'll pay you.
Oh my God.
That's it. You just trust. You tell yourself, you know what? I have collectibles, so
It'll come.
it will come. Like probably December.
December in 3 years.
Yes.
December next year.
They'll pay me. So you just really need to like write it down.
Wow.
Your projects. If minsan wala ka ng pera, you call them, may cheque po ba ako sa inyo? Ganyan. Ganon.
Why is it like that? Like, are they waiting
idea.
for their clients to pay them?
I
Like,
have no idea. Sometimes it
They
can
just
be
don't wanna
really
pay.
frustrating. It is frustrating, especially if you're doing a TVC.
especially for, like, in our industry, you know, we're mostly freelancers
Yeah.
and we're relying on those kind of payment to keep yourself afloat
Yeah,
and
yeah.
pay the bills that are regular. And then
Yeah.
when it doesn't come, that's hard.
It is. Like usually frustrating siya sa TVC kasi that one you don't really know if you get paid.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you have a shitty agent, like, oh, man.
Because they have to do the, I guess, negotiation and stuff for you.
Sometimes there are agents na wala na pala yung agency nila and then
They just don't tell you.
Nabu, ganon.
Yeah.
Like, I worked for that one, man.
Oh my God. So you've experienced that as well.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Probably twice.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Pay her.
We
Pay her in
tried.
dollars.
We tried.
Australian dollars.
And I think yun yung problema sa industry sa Philippines. For actors, wala ka talagang, what do you call this? Wala kang makapitan. So you work with people who you trust. Otherwise, parang bahala na kung babayaran ako hindi. Ganon. Kasi it's a different ballgame, di ba? Pag sinabing, ano lang to, pro bono to, for the love of, okay, let's do it. Okay lang naman yun. Di ba?
If you're being honest.
Yeah,
right?
di ba? Okay
Just
lang
be
yun.
honest.
Oo, just be honest. Pero pag sinabi mong may bayad to, may contract tayo.
Hindi nga namin alam kailan nadatay.
Oo, yung bayad.
Yeah.
Pero in the Philippines, kahit na may contract ka, hindi mo,
Walang.
wala. It's not a guarantee that they pay you. Yeah.
So, we talked about this earlier, but my mom is a fan of you because she saw an episode of you in MMK.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
so tell me about that. How did that happen?
Oh.
How did you started doing MMK episodes?
Yeah, if you're a professional theater actor in the Philippines, people from the TV and movie industry would usually cast their supporting roles. They cast people from the theater industry. So, usually ganon, itong mga casters nila or directors or AD, they'd watch our theater productions, and if they'd like you, they'd get your number or ask for people who know you para mareko ka, ganyan. So I think that's how it started with MMK. And yeah, for that episode, I think that's where I met Andoy Ranay. And he's such a cool director. He's like, basta gawin mo na lang. and that's not usually the case there. Sometimes yung mga directors mo sa Pilipinas, as in, full on.
Yeah, that is my impression of like directors in the Philippines.
Yung umaarte din.
Yeah.
Yeah, patang yun na! Ganun. Pero yun, I love Derek Andoy. Derek Andoy is just like, oh, dito ka. Tapos, basta alam mo na yan.
Yeah.
Ganun siya.
Like he trusts you.
Oh, he trusts you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. It's nice when you're able to work together in a fun way and not in a stressful way.
Yeah, because doing a shoot in the Philippines, especially if it's like a TV program or TV soap operas, teleserye, very stressful. The call time for the production staff is around 5, 6. For the actors, around 7 or 8. But then your backup time is probably around 3, 4 a.m. the next day, 5 a.m. the next day, sometimes 12 noon the next day.
And that's for what, like an episode or how? What would you...
That really depends. If it's an MMK and they only have about 2 to 3 days of shoot,
Okay.
and if it's not enough, then they extend your... Sometimes, ganyan. Mostly MMK din eh. Ganyan, yung... It ends like the next day at noon. Like one time I did a cameo role for, I think, I'm not sure if it's MMK, but yeah, one of these drama series.
Yeah.
And I told them, I have a show tomorrow at 1. I just need to leave around 10.
Okay.
I'll be fine. So I'm like, yeah, all good, all good. I only had about 3 scenes eh. 3 sequences lang. I'm like, okay. Man, no, it was like 10 a.m. and we haven't done my last 2 sequence pa.
Ah.
Like, hello po, may show po ako ng 1 o'clock. Ano ka ba? Yung, di ba, inuohan mo to? Tipong, I told you already. I told you I have a show the next day. So anyway, I was able to do the whole thing. They packed, the whole grind took me around 12 noon. Tapos Tagaytay, my show is in Makati. So, man, I was like, bahala, wala na akong pakialam kung overspeedy ako.
Did you make it there?
Yeah, I made it like 5 minutes before the show. I was just like,
Wow.
sorry, I'm so sorry.
That's a bit frustrating though.
Frustrating,
I imagine, you're performing.
Yeah. They I think they're slowly trying to change.
That's good.
Slowly. Pero if it's crunch time and they need the sequences the next day,
Well, they should plan better then.
Yeah. Unless if you're like a really big star and the like manager would tell the production, no, my actor can only stay up to 12 midnight and that's it.
Okay.
Pero sometimes I talk to one of them and they're like, sometimes you feel guilty.
Yeah.
Because you know that all of the like the extras and the other talents and the supporting actors, they'd stay to finish the other sequences. And just because you're now like a big star, you have this upper hand of, I'm done. I'm done for the day. I'm off. Pero you feel guilty kasi nga parang now they think that I'm such a diva.
Yeah.
Pero hindi.
It's just your rights.
Diba, after 10 hours of doing a shoot, you're just like,
Yeah.
nothing's working anymore. My mind doesn't want to cooperate. How much more if it's 24 hours?
Yeah.
You'll see.
And the crew as
the
well.
crew, oh my God, you'll see them just like taking a rest each time if they get the time to rest, like they go to a corner and just sleep.
Yeah.
for a few minutes and then grind again. Whew.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of like, what if I make a film or something in the Philippines? Now I'm slowly getting an idea of what it would be like. I guess. I mean, but if I guess if I would be leading
Mm-hmm.
the production, then maybe as much as possible we would try to avoid that,
Yeah.
right? I guess it also depends on who's in charge.
I think it depends on your producer because it really boils down to money,
And the money,
the
yeah.
budget. Yeah, yeah. I think it's a bit different with film.
Okay.
I think they're more relaxed with when they do film because they can properly schedule the whole thing.
Yeah.
There will be delays, of course, pero not as bad when they're doing like a teleserye.
Yeah, because I just realized that the series in the Philippines, it's like they release 5 episodes a week.
Mm-hmm.
And they release it like almost every day, like Monday to Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably why.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
they need to film a lot of scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And usually teleseries are low budget
Mm-hmm.
because it's free TV.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes they do a lot of edits. So you as an actor, you'd get your script while you're on set. You'll just wait. Like, let's just wait for the edits. Is that our new script now?
Yeah.
Okay, just give us a few minutes just to read it and let's cross our fingers if I'll, the mind works and I get to memorize the whole thing. Pero they're so used to it. These like TV actors, they're so used to it, and they're just like, so I'll cry here. Okay. What's the script? Can you read it for me? Okay. It's amazing. I'm just like, what?
I guess maybe like you just get used to it. And
You-
just
you
do
do,
what
you
you need to do. Yeah.
Because I thought that I don't prepare enough. As an actor, I don't like preparing a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But when I saw these actors doing their thing on set, I'm just like, wow, how do you turn it on and off like that? Wow. Because I still do my research. I still do my homework. I do like characterizations at home and all these preparation as an actor if you're doing a character. But for them, I just don't know how they do it because they're doing a lot of things. Sometimes they're doing a teleserie while doing a movie or
And they don't just do TV and films as well. They do commercials
and
and
commercials
other things.
and
Yeah.
sing in mall shows and barrios,
Yeah.
fiestas. Yeah,
Wow. It's the grind.
it's the grind, and that's where the money is.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I was talking to Brian
Yeah.
last week, and we were just talking about like commercials and stuff. How, I guess, mostly famous actors would do the commercials, right? So how is it hard? Like, is there like a competition between, I guess, well-known actors doing like commercials, or does it just depend on the casting?
No, it depends. It depends on the brand and the client. Because if the clients really want a celebrity to be in a commercial for them,
They would just
they would just
Call
choose.
them,
Yeah,
okay.
call them and call their managers
yeah.
and ask if they're available or if they want to do this project and this brand. And I think it's harder for us who does all the support because then the budget goes to this person. So it's different when there's a celebrity
Yeah.
in that shoot because you know that the budget for the support cast will not be that high, I guess. I mean, it's still the pay for commercial actors are still quite high compared to doing theater.
Okay.
Pero yun nga, yun yung difference. If there's a celebrity, then alam mong medyo tight yung budget. I did one but it wasn't a commercial. It was an infomercial for Maram. So I don't really know. I don't know the difference. So yeah.
But like, I guess because you've worked on, what kind of productions have you worked here in Australia so far?
Mostly, I did a couple of like independent theater, but mostly I did a lot of student short films and 2 features.
Okay.
2 features.
Independent as well.
Independent as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember when I last saw you, I think that was it was an event.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, like, I was asking you because I was like, oh, you're so talented, you should do more shows. But you were saying that like you wanted to learn, like, there's like a few things that you wanted to learn first, like the accent and stuff that you think would be essential for an actor to be able to do those kind of roles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of like other stuff do you?
It's that, and I think mainly it's the business of selling yourself. It's difficult. It took me a while to accept that being an actor, your skill as an actor is actually just 50% of the job. 50% is your skill of how you market yourself.
Yep.
Get yourself out there, let them know that you exist, be friends with everyone so that, they'll know that you're free to do these projects that they have. And I feel like that is one of the main things that I lack, because I might be I'm a loud person, but only to people that I know, people that I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
But when I'm in a crowd of people from the industry, I hate the feeling that they might think that the reason why I'm just loud and being friendly with them is because I want them to give me a job.
Yeah.
When that's not really the case.
Oh my god, I could totally relate.
Yeah, so I'm just like, dang, they should have given us this workshop of, how to market yourself. We've done a lot of acting exercises already,
Yeah.
we've done a lot of these voice exercises already. There should have been a class where they taught us how to market ourselves and get ourselves out there and like, hey, hello, we're cool.
Yeah.
We can do whatever you want us to do.
Yeah.
But
I mean, have you thought of like joining an agency? Because I think a lot of
I am with an agency right
Okay.
now. I'm doing a lot of auditions. And I'm so used to the rejections.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just, it really is part of it.
Yeah.
You do a lot of these self tapes and you don't expect them to call you. You're just like, yeah, let's just do this self tape, and it's a good exercise for an actor. Yeah. It's the same thing in the Philippines though. Yeah.
What do you usually audition to?
It's mostly commercials here.
Okay.
And but I really do want to do TV or a movie.
Neighbors is a start.
Really?
I heard that that's where actors usually start with.
I have no idea. I think my agent now is more into commercials. I probably need to.
I mean, Brian and Alfred has been in Neighbors. So.
Yeah.
And with the actors that I've worked with, I feel like all of them has been
Yeah, Neighbors. Yeah.
Like a lot of them are saying that it's a good start. Like that's where everybody starts. Neighbors. If it still is, we still have Neighbors, right?
I have no idea.
Still on.
I don't watch TV.
I don't either.
All I know is like Home and Away stopped,
Yeah.
and then there were like competition. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Home and Away was on channel 7. Neighbors was on channel 10. They were like the longest. I don't know how long. I don't even know. I know Home and Away stopped, but
Yeah.
Neighbors, I'm not sure. I don't watch TV.
Yeah.
Me
I
too.
mean, I just heard that they were like, Neighbors ended, and I think they started it again or something. I don't know. But yeah, if it's still on, just Try Neighbors. Maybe that's your. Maybe that's it.
And I think by next year I'm doing a lot of theater things, theater projects. There's I've been talking to people for future productions, but yeah, that's it. The only reason why I want to do screen is because it's a different kind of. It's different. Like you act really small. It's very internal.
Yeah.
It's different when you do things on stage. So
How is it different?
it's different because on stage you use a lot of your body.
And you, I guess, present to
Yeah,
the audience.
Yeah, present to the audience. On screen, you constantly have to remind yourself to be like 0, 0, 0, 0. Because otherwise you'd be so
And you're doing too
a
much.
lot. Yeah, doing too much. And when I remembered probably about 8-10 years ago, I'd watch the playback and I'd cringe. I'm just like, fuck, why am I doing this? Why am I an actor? That was so bad. Yeah, that was so bad. Why did they cast me? I'm so sorry. I'll do better next time.
Let me shoot that again.
Yeah, let me shoot that again. But we don't usually do that because the schedule is so tight. So, yeah, about 5 years ago, around 5 years ago, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to watch the playback anymore. If the director likes it, then I'll just give my whole trust to that director and just let's move on.
As long as they're happy with it.
Right? Otherwise, nope.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, can we do it again? Can we do it one more time?
Do you do musicals as well?
I do. I just don't like it.
Why?
Why not?
Is it like harder or?
It's not harder. It's just every time I watch musicals, I'm not impressed. I don't know. That's such a strong word to use. Not impressed. It's not my cup of tea.
Okay.
I guess.
Like the singing? Well,
not just the singing, but like the whole storytelling. I think that's it. Because when I listen to the songs, I love them. Like Miss Saigon or Hamilton. Or, I love the songs. I used to listen to these musical theater songs a lot. But every time I watch the production, I'm just like, it was okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just not moved.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you prefer like theater productions that are just theater, not the musical.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind doing it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing it. The discipline is different, I guess. Because I need to take care of the voice. I need to drink a lot of lemon in tea and all these honey, just so I won't lose the voice. But yeah.
Yeah. Because the reason why I asked is I always sort of look up to musical performers because they're like say with theater as well, like you're performing live, and you're presenting to a lot of people, right? But then you add the musical part of it. You're singing and you're performing, you're acting, and you're doing it live. There's no take twos. It's just when I think about it, it's amazing. Like how did they do that? I feel like it requires a lot of effort and talent.
It does
to do that. So and I love music, so that's why I love musicals. Yeah. What would be, I guess, your favorite role that you've done so far, or like most memorable?
Oh, wow. Is this a recent one or
anything?
Anything?
Just anything that you've done before.
Oh wow!
You've done a lot.
Done a lot.
I saw the resume that you sent me for us. So I was like, oh my gosh, this has a lot of experience.
There's this one. I did a monologue of a wife of an NPA. So yeah, it's very political.
Okay.
It's very political. So anyway,
Yeah.
the husband was killed by the military. So the wife had to get the body in the police precinct. So she had to come up with a name and this story about herself that I'm not the wife, I'm just like the cousin or what. Yeah. It's like a monologue, and that was quite challenging, but I really liked it. That I liked a lot. Because I liked it a lot because the director just gave me like just made me do whatever I want. He'll edit it a bit, but otherwise he was just like, go in there, this is the blocking, but do whatever you think is right for the text and for the role. That one. For musical, I did Mulan.
Oh.
Yeah,
What
in
was your role?
Filipino.
Oh.
I was probably 40 pounds lighter than
What was the role?
Mulan.
Mulan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we trained we did like some wushu
Yeah.
classes, and it was full on. It was hard, but it was fun too. Fun.
Yeah.
That's it. For
A commercial. Favorite commercial? None.
you do commercials for the moolah.
Yeah.
That's it. And commercial is different. Especially in the Philippines, you're just like,
Yeah. I just speaking of commercials, I remember that one. I think it was the Johnson's commercial that I saw you with the baby.
Oh, that one.
How was? I've always been curious about it because I always laugh when I see babies in the film, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's someone's baby," and like someone's, you notice that they're looking somewhere else because that's probably their mom they're looking at. How is it working with someone else's baby?
Speaking of that, that's my favorite one because the caster was in a theater practitioner. The director was also a theater practitioner, directs and writes for theater. So it was so relaxed. It was such a smooth shoot, except for the last frame. The last frame is supposed to be the kid touching my face, and they really wanted me to cry. So anyway, the kid was probably about 7 months old, so that was impossible. They can't use that baby. So they hired this toddler. The toddler was like the son of the producer, and he was so shy. He just wanted to play, which is a kid wants to play.
Yeah.
I understand. So anyway, he didn't want to touch my face. He was just like, no. So the assistant director made him sit on his lap.
Yeah.
And the assistant director was assisting his arm like that. So it was like,
like a puppet.
yeah, and I had to react to that. Like I had to.
You had to cry while seeing that.
Yeah. They wanted me to be moved because now the kid touches my face. I'm just like. So I did it, but then one of the clients just went to the set and they were like, Mayan, it was good. It was really good, but can we do it one more time? But we want you to just cry with no expression. Just let the tear roll down.
They're like asking for like an Oscar performance.
Yeah. And my AD was also a director on stage, a theater director. He was like, You want her to do that with me doing this? How? He was so pissed. How? The client was just like, okay.
I mean, you could cry laughing.
Yeah. Like,
That'll help.
The kid was just like,
That's so funny.
it was funny. I was like, thank you, Direk. Thank you. Salamat talaga. Because how can you cry with like a deadpan face and just
Yeah.
while looking at
And
the
then
kid? The kid is just like, oh man. Yeah.
Alright.
I
I
love
think
that
gotta
too.
ask that because that's a really funny story.
It is.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And I think that's how I like recognize you at first. I'm like, I feel like I know this person. But I was like, I feel like I've seen you somewhere. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, it's that person. Yeah. So, what would be, because you've done so many different roles. You work in commercials and stuff. What would be your dream role? Like genre, what kind of character? What would you be doing? Dream role.
None. What? None. You know, when you get to when you're in your 40s, I don't know, man. When I read a script and the character, the role scares me, then that's a dream role.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been through a lot of things.
Yeah.
So some characters are just like, yeah, this is easy. I can do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are certain characters where you're just like, what is going on? What is this character thinking? What has been her journey and all those things? So that those kind of characters I do.
Yeah.
When I read and go through the lines and like this role, this character scares me, I'll do that 100%. And probably, I don't know what character, a man? Because it's that, yeah.
What kind of role would you want to try that you haven't done before? Would you like to be a superhero?
Probably that.
Yeah, Darna.
Like an
What
action
kind of
movie.
superhero?
An action movie, like a character that can do a lot of like martial arts. But I'm not young anymore.
I mean, it's not too late. It's all about practice.
Bones will not support me. You know?
You've done a little bit of being a superhero though, because you said you did
Yeah.
Mulan. You did some action with the wushu.
But that was
That
what?
counts.
What? That was what? That was such a long time ago. That was like 16 years ago. Like, yeah, about that. Or,
You have done a lot though. Just
Yeah.
realized, yeah.
Yeah.
You've done different kind of.
Mhm.
You've been well, she's a princess, right? Is she a princess, Mulan?
No,
She's
no.
a Disney princess.
Yeah.
But not really a princess in the story.
Mm-hmm.
You were a warrior, a soldier, or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Probably a scene with Meryl Streep
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
a sampalan scene with her. Wala yakap!
Sampalan session.
Yes, a sampalan session with
Yeah.
Meryl Streep.
Mm-hmm.
Probably that.
You've been in an Aswang film.
Yeah.
How about an alien?
An alien. Yeah.
You can be either the alien or the one chasing the alien.
So there's no dream role, but probably like I really do wanna work with certain people.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that.
Yeah. And who else would that be except for like Meryl Streep?
Oh gosh. Oh man.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. And I forgot their names. Oh man. Kate Blanchett would be one. Kate Winslet would be one. Tilda Swinton.
Mm-hmm. How about like Filipino actors?
Oh,
They haven't been in the same project before. I guess.
Yeah. Who else would be? Who else would I wanna?
Have you worked with Dolly Dillian? Because you said you were a fan of her.
You know what? Yeah. Such a fan. We haven't. I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Have I?
I don't know.
Have I? I'm not sure. I don't think I have. I don't think I have. But I've always been a fan of Ate Dali. Such a great actor. I'm so happy that she got this opportunity and people are beginning to know her now and recognize how good she is as an actor. She's very humble and yeah, I'd want to work with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know if she came from like theater as well, or is she
Yes,
purely?
yes.
Okay.
She's a theater actress.
That's
She's
why.
very
It's usually the theater actress.
She's very humble. She's been through a lot, and like every time I watch her, I'd go to her. I'm like, I love you so much, Paul.
Well, do you have a message? I don't know if this will reach her.
But... Let's go for the Oscars! Yeah!
Yes. So this is what I always ask my guests towards the end. What kind of advice would you give to your fellow Filipina actress here in Australia?
Train.
Mm-hmm.
Train. I mean, you know, if you're an artist, it helps that you have this innate talent, ability to create whatever it is in the arts that you want to pursue. But you really do need to train. Whatever field you'd want to pursue, for acting, yeah, go to acting lessons and voice lessons and movement. If you want to pursue musical theater, then yeah, voice lessons would be really helpful. And I think more importantly, learn how to talk to people. Because it's good, man. It's, I think, really important for you to be comfortable with people in the industry. So yeah, that one I really need to learn, because it's only been here in Australia that I realized that I'm such an introvert. I thought I wasn't, because I'm loud and just sometimes I go crazy. But I realized, man, no, I'm such an introvert. I just love doing things on my own, and I don't really mind not talking to friends for a long time. They'd be like, man, let's go out. Okay. I'd say yes. I don't usually invite them. I'm like, nah, that's not me. So yeah, that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, train.
Yeah.
Learn the craft.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think training is very important. I mean, you don't just wake up and
you don't
know what to do.
Yeah.
You gotta train. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a very good advice or tip. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I hope you had a fun time having this Kwentuhang with me.
I hope I didn't say anything bad.
We'll see.
Sometimes I need to censor myself. Like,
We'll see. You were you were the first guest that we might need to bleep. We will see. We'll see during post. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, what's important is we had fun.
yeah, I had fun.
And I learned a lot again.
I had fun. That was fun. Yeah.
I learned a lot again about what it was like to work in
See, I feel like I did learn some things too, because in the Philippines, if like I had a friend and he wanted to do the show on YouTube where he'd interview like theater actors. So I had an episode with him, and I was just like, so as an actor, he was like, man, what the fuck? You're not like that. I'm like, no, I want them to see me as a serious actor. It's like, nah, we'll do that again. When are you coming back? Because after editing it, he was just like, oh, trash. That was trash. So now I'm more comfortable.
Yeah.
Because in the Philippines, I'm just like, yes po, opo,
And I guess like sometimes like with interviews you do tend to be like more, because this interview you get pressured about what you were gonna say. But with this one, it's the podcast, and I really do want it to be as chill as possible, as normal.
And I think it comes with age. After some time, you just
Don't care.
fuck it. Like, no. I'm done with it, guys. If you don't like me like this, then
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a good attitude. So
Right.
that's-
Right. Yeah.
You just try not to care about
I
what
know.
would people say. I mean, as long as you're not hurting other people. right?
Precisely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
to my podcast.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed this Kwentuhang.
Yeah.
Yes, and see, listen, or watch the next episode. Bye.
Bye.